Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 6-5. The Indians combined for a 4-hitter as they got
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Tom Kohler gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, was not real effective in his last start. Gave up 5 earned runs. You're going to have to try to limit that here in this one.
Ender Inciarte strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Ozuna is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ball game. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well.
Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Freddie Freeman is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. Now Julio Teheran is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, he threw real well in his last start. He threw 8 innings, but he ended up with a no decision. We've got to help him a little more in this one.
D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
D. Gordon.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And taken in out there for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
You know, guys, I think everybody should be keeping an eye on Christian Yelich. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game. So I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Chris Johnson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
Nope.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now that we have a chance, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, these guys have the highest fielding percentage in the National League. As a guy on the mound, you really enjoy that.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Miami down in order after one. Matt Kemp will get his first opportunity now, and you can see that average pushing up near 350 to start things out. Slider, oh, look out as that one just about took his nose off.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Adonis Garcia gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Echeverria's there to Gordon for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You've got a good base stealer over there at first base. Why not give this guy a shot to run before you go up there swinging at the first pitch and ground into a double play?
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Tehran's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He can go just about anywhere from here.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lying toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, 2 things actually. 1, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and 2, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
Stepping in now, Justin Bour, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
JT Realmuto will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well. So there's a lot of extra base hits that go along with that stellar average.
ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. Drilled right back up the middle. Backhanded to second for 1. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with Jace Peterson will stand in. He is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And 1 gone now in the Atlanta third.
Batting 8.
Number 2
Shortstop.
digs in here
Number
for his
2.
first appearance.
Nope.
Now a
Ball
fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
3-0 now. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The pitcher number
Julio Teheran
Julio
comes to the plate,
Teheran.
possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Ender Inciarte will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy lead-off out like that.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Gordon is there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Adeiny Echeverria digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Chopped weakly to the left. Garcia gloves it, and a rather easy first out.
Batting 9.
In now, Tom
Pitcher.
Kohler, as he'll get his first
Kohler.
opportunity in this one. Tehran into his motion. First pitch on its way. Up and in for ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. D. Gordon will dig in now. A dangerous hitter indeed as the National League's reigning batting champion.
Gordon.
Right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Not in time.
Oh, love the effort there.
That was a big-time stab. There was just too much speed getting down the line.
Never an easy play right there. Just trying to hit your pitcher in stride when you know it's going to be a close play at the bag. And this time the flip comes up just a little too late, and that's an infield single.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Inciarte on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Marlins strand. Nick Markakis is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Right
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
high in the air out to center field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
First baseman number 5.
Freddie Freeman is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Oh, and he reaches out for the fastball and drives it with authority the other way to left. And it is gone. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0. So here's Matt Kemp now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now 0-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And here's a swing and a miss by Kemp as he's a strikeout casualty. 2 away. Adonis Garcia will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Bohr is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Giancarlo Stanton is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Tehran has his target. Here he comes 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean everything.
Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Well, he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. And he'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, first
Justin Bohr stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Inciarte moves over. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Tyler Flowers heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Tyler Flowers.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
On the ground to 3rd. Gloved by Johnson. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Number 2 steps in now.
Number 2.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Ender Inciarte.
Ender Inciarte started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Just did manage to catch up.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Still 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hit out towards second. Gordon is up with it. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short. JT Realmuto comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Adeiny Echeverria stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Tehran sets. Here's the 0-1. Here's a pop-up now. Peterson is there for it. 1 down. Tom Kohler comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Second baseman, D.
So stepping in, D. Gordon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Unable to recover, he's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
Third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Well, show motion's going to give us another look at this ball coming back at him, man. Oh, boy. You just don't have any time to react to something coming that quickly. He's lucky he's all right.
Here's Chris Johnson now. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hit hard towards center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. This is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Christian Yelich will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
He's got it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men. Nick Markakis will stand in
Hitting
now.
out for the
He
Braves.
struck out and flied
Right
out.
fielder,
0 for 2 thus
Nick
far.
Markakis.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help
Now
you,
batting,
you don't need to strike a
first
ton of
baseman,
guys out to be successful.
Freddie.
So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, this date in baseball history. Freddie Freeman will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Another one sent foul. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And if you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean,
Left
these
fielder,
two guys have
Matt
both been
Kemp.
exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of course, makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. That misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Adonis Garcia
Third
stands
baseman,
into
number
the box.
13.
He's 0 for 2
Adonis
so far in this
Garcia.
one. This one's skied out toward right. Stanton has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kemp over to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Striding
left
into the
fielder,
box, Marcell
Marcell
Ozuna. He'll look to bounce
Ozuna.
back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. And you have to accept that it's
your
going to happen
attention,
sometimes.
please.
Ichiro
Bench hitting for
Suzuki
the Marlins.
will move into the on-deck
Number
circle now
51.
to try to get something
Ichiro
started here with 1 gone in the
Suzuki.
inning. Ground ball right side. Oh, and this goes right past him.
You could see him just basically
Now
jumping
batting.
at that first pitch.
First baseman,
He pulls it into right field for a
Justin
solid base
Ball.
hit.
Into the box, Justin Bohr. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this
The
guy
batter.
right now. He is
Catcher.
heating it up. 7
JT
straight games now with that hit.
Realmuto.
JT Realmuto steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose.
A ball hit hard to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Adani Echeverria stands in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Marlins. Ichiro Suzuki will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Tyler Flowers will come forward now to begin the seventh inning in what's been a very briskly played ballgame here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Hit in the air out to center field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
Well, this has been a much better outing for him than it was his last time around. Remember, he's coming off of a start in which he allowed 5 runs, so he's got to be saying, this is a lot more like it.
Jace Peterson is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Drilled to first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. Number 2 stands in.
Number 2.
Low for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Runners on the move for second. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Bohr is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. A.J. Pierzynski will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 15, A.J. Pierzynski.
First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Realmuto has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Chase Simmons will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7.
Shane Simmons.
Martin Prado is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Line drive to center field, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
The batter, number
D.
9.
Gordon,
Second
ready for
baseman.
another at-bat now.
D.
He's 2 for 3
Gordon.
so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte giving chase. Makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah, it looked like this
Now
might
batting,
be much more off the
third
bat,
baseman,
but this ballpark has
Chris
really played large
Johnson.
tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Chris Johnson swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
A pause and the 0-2. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Markakis will tuck this one in for route number 2.
Now batting,
Christian Yelich
Center
will
fielder.
stand in now, and he's been kept
Christian
quiet out of the number 3 hole.
Yelich.
Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just has to...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side.
Your
Mike Dunn
attention, please.
will be summoned from the
Now
bullpen
pitching
now,
for
as
the
he'll take
Marlins,
over to start inning
number
number 8.
40,
Ender Inciarte will
Dunn.
stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied,
Now
both
batting,
starters not
right
going to be
fielder,
involved in the decision.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Nick Markakis stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Lifted the other way out to left center. Yelich is after it. 1 out. Two very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. Belted high and deep into right center. Yelich going back. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder,
Matt Kemp will dig in.
Kemp.
Took a called 3rd strike his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
In there, strike 1. To short, hit hard. Echeverria has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the number
attention,
17.
please.
Will stay in
A
the
defensive
ballgame as he
change for
takes
the
over
Braves.
in center.
now playing center field.
And there
Number
now is
17.
Giancarlo Stanton. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Here it comes, 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the 1st out.
Up next
Ichiro
for the
Suzuki will dig in.
Left
He
fielder,
singled his first time around.
Ichiro Suzuki.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here
Up
so
next
far,
for the
but not
Marlins.
a lot to show for it in the run
First
column.
baseman,
Maybe this can help
Justin
turn that around
Ball.
if they get a man on here with just 1 away.
At the plate, Justin Bohr. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Bounce to first. The second for one. On to the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We've played 8 full, all tied at 1-1. Now to the plate, Adonis Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Third baseman number 13.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. On the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tyler Flowers is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Nope, that's a ball. Nervous time up here. My heart's racing. I'm just watching this game.
2-1.
Yeah, you know, 2-0, even if you get your fastball, it doesn't mean you should be automatically swinging. He's probably fortunate he didn't make contact with that because that was a perfect spot.
Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. This is line to left into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
Now the question is, did he get the glove under the ball? Let's ask slow motion. And it looks like it did to me. It's pretty close, but I think that's a good catch.
Into the box now, Jace Peterson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Number 2 rides to the plate with 2 gone, and the possible go-ahead run over at first base. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Hit sharply toward the right side. And this one zips right on past him as he can't knock it down. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Now batting.
Might be time to see a pinch hitter. And if that's the case, here's what remains on the Atlanta bench. Gordon Beckham will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 7, Gordon Beckham.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gordon ranging into shallow right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. Still, Emilio Bonifacio is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Number 51 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Emilio Bonifacio.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Leading off the bottom of the 9th inning for the Marlins. Catcher.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis is there to make the catch, and it's a dreadful start to the bottom of the 9th. 1 pitch, 1 out. Adani Echeverria will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one.
Hit hard on the ground to third. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Number 40,
Miguel Rojas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 19, Miguel Rojas.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
The 0-2 pitch. High pop-up. Freeman is there. And that retires the side. A.J. Ramos will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Number 17 is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Pulled the string on him there as this is popped up. Back behind second. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the extra frames.
Here's a spot where he's probably looking for something hard again, but instead they change up on him, get him out in front a little, and all he can do is pop it straight up.
Nick Markakis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2. Pulled toward right center field. Stanton on the run. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, and then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Freddie Freeman gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Digging in to try it again. D. Gordon already 2 for 2. We'll look to add on right here. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Here's Chris Johnson now, as he will ground this one foul off to the left side. It's strike 1. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Here's the 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance.
Up next for the Marlins,
Christian Yelich struggling so far in this one. They look to erase his 0-4 ball game with a base hit right here. Pitch outside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kemp is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
right fielder, number 27.
Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And in front of it, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs here. Matt Kemp comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning.
Left fielder.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Ichiro is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first down.
Third baseman, Emilio Bonifacio.
Into the box now, Emilio Bonifacio, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. And the catch made out there by Ichiro, and that's out number 2.
Now batting,
Tyler Flowers. Struggling so far
Flowers.
in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ichiro Suzuki brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. One and two, here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Flowers has it, and he makes the throw to first. Ichiro is retired, and there's one away.
First baseman,
Justin Bohr comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe this game isn't tied if it weren't for that. I mean, double plays are such huge rally killers.
1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and miss. 1-1.
Boy, he got away with a high challenge there, but one more mistake like that, and the party might be over.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up on the backhand. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now.
Now batting, catcher
JT Realmuto will stand in. He threw out his last time up. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. On to first, and that'll... Jace Peterson will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play. And it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. Heck, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
The batter,
Number two will bat down. 2 for 3 in the ballgame.
Yeah, he's been solid at the plate for his team. One of the better performers in their lineup, I'd say.
And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And he takes a called strike 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Yelich is under it. One away. Number 32 will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
number 32.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
That first pitch change can be a tough one. The guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And another foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Ready on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 home. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Number 17 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
17.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think you'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Nick Markakis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Up high in the air. Gordon is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Chaz Rowe will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and he'll need to get 3 outs here to push this game on to the 13th. Adeiny Echeverria stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's gotten that pitch past him twice here. Now, do you push your luck or give him something else?
Let him ride. Keep it out of his zone. See if he'll chase.
Catch made out there by Kemp, and there's 1 gone.
The pitcher, number 44, A.J. Ramos.
Derek Dietrich will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 32, Derek Dietrich.
On the ground to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman
D. Gordon will try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball to straightaway left. Moving under it, Kemp, and the inning is over. Kyle Barclay will come on now as he'll take over on the mound to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Kyle Barclay.
Freddie Freeman is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. The trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting,
Matt Kemp struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here. Here's the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now.
now batting, third baseman.
Riding in once again, Emilio Bonifacio. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are deep.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they're held in check here this half.
Chris Johnson steps in.